Hello again, guys. This will be a potentially a quick stream just to give you a live update. Um, they recently implemented a hotfix patch to this. And generally, when there's a hot fix or it's described as a hot fix, it means that it's an urgent patch. They're targeting something specifically. And in this case, they seem to have honed in on the AI being a little too lucky, so to speak, or a little too good. So multiple bank shots, like rail shots, where they would make just crazy shots where you're just like, yeah, right. Um, Hopefully, players will see less of that now. It's been happening too frequently, and it seems unfair. So this hot fix patch is targeted at addressing the AI just being over the top, unrealistic, and unfair. And hopefully that is the case. For those of you playing the career or AI opponents, and you're seeing a lot of that, um, it is supposed to be adjusted so it's less frequent and more realistic for that not to happen. So, um, with that being said, while we're here and while we are live, let's get into let's do a few more online matches while we're here. Sometime later, I might do some Arc Raiders. They had an update adjusting various gameplay
How's it
mechanics.
going,
And
Jay? How have you been? I hope you've had a good new year so far. Saluting face.
Sub-Zero, good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Um, I appreciate that, Sub-Zero, the cold-blooded one. Um, we can all be a little cold-blooded at times, yeah. But no,
I'm good.
Sub-Zero, you're a good guy. I appreciate you making yourself known here, stopping through here real quick. I had a
Just
very
staying at the way.
okay, good. Um, I had a rough New Year's, very rough. Without getting into specifics, it
Nah,
was
you
not.
good guy, my friend.
Um, it was an unexpected turn of events and put me in a real shitty position. Um, Slowly coming around, hopefully getting better. And then on top of that, with me being sick as of late, which it's still lingering, but I think we're on the way out. I was doing better before, and now it did another circle on me where it's like a nagging cold. It went from a flu. It started as a cold to a flu, um, back to a cold again. So it's very weird. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said my New Year's was unwanted.
Very
We'll just
sorry
say
to
that.
hear that you going through some bull. Oh yeah, I'm such as well. Shit's just lingering lol.
Yeah, yeah. So you can relate. And it's terrible because when you're not feeling well, it just brings everything else down. Especially if it's not sunny outside and it's a little dreary. Where I'm at currently, it's just everything. But I try to do my best to keep my spirits up and not take it out on anybody, um, and not be a jerk because you're feeling things aren't going your way or you're feeling ill or whatever the case may be. Um, What else did I want to mention here real
That's for
quick?
sure. Being sick even caused you to not enjoy your food.
Dude, and it's funny you said that. It's crazy. Yesterday I ate like a hog. I ate hearty, I ate good. I was feeling better. And I made up for the days where I didn't eat, guaranteed. I ate a lot and I felt good afterwards. Today we're right back to no appetite, no taste. I had some tea this morning and could barely taste it, and just not having an appetite again. Just very weird. And I'm gonna while we're while we're live here, I'm gonna do my best not to hack into the microphone and make sure you don't need to hear that. Um, I want to say too that
Fuck the no appetite slash taste part the works.
yeah, Sub Zero, I'm right with you, man.
Nah, fuck the tack away.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. Well, I try to be mindful of, people that might take a little time to pop in or listen or check out the archive and listen to it later. Nobody wants that. Um, unless you got some kind of a sick fetish or something, right? I don't know. Um, what was his name? Robert Carradine. I want to address this right off the top before we get in our first match. Actor Robert
Right.
Carradine recently was announced that he passed away due to taking his own life, and suffered from bipolar stuff for many years. He was 71 years old. And for those of you that don't know, he's best known for his portrayal and character of Louis Skolnick from Revenge of the Nerds. Um, having great memories of the 80s and growing up in that era. Um, that was big. Um, those movies really, uh, the idea of the nerd being the outcast, but then they prevail and get the girl and all of that. And he was great in that. And um, mental health,
SMH bro, so many of us going through so much these days.
dude, with everything. And then people being so sensitive and mental health. And that's why I'm addressing this. Mental health should not be something that is taken lightly.
I swear the government are
Um,
manufacturing our problems these days.
and without getting into politics, and I know that our leader in the states is going to be having a State of a Union address this evening. I don't want to get into all of that, but yes, I do believe that there's puppeteering that's been going on for a lot longer. When you're a kid and you're younger, you don't pay attention to any of that, and you don't care, and that's great. I think ignorance is bliss. But as you get older, you start to, your eyes open up. You start to realize there's things. But yeah, I agree. But that's why I want
True,
to say
true.
this is mental health should not be viewed as just a minor thing to just turn a blind eye to. Um, because obviously bipolar and there's different levels of severity, obviously. But again, Robert Carradine choosing to end himself and 71 years old, and um, if you have people in your life that exhibit behavior and or are irregular and you know just try to be mindful of that and maybe see if they can get the help that they need before something severe takes place. And unfortunately, it's more rapid and rampant, and more common now than ever. Unfortunately, and don't get me wrong, there are those people that put on airs and over dramatize things, and you just think that they're whatever. But um, then there are those cases where it's a real thing. It's not over dramatized. It's not for attention or whatever, or to target someone specifically due to their whatever their belief or however they identify.
Hey buddy, I don't mean to be short, but I'm heading back to work. I'm happy to see you're doing good and you still giving us banger playthrough.
No, Sub Zero. No, I appreciate you. I always say whether it's 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 hours,
Stay blessed, stay safe, and stay yourself.
and making acknowledgement and coming through. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hopefully work goes good, and same to you, Sub-Zero. All the positive vibes your way, huh? Look forward to seeing you again, and thank you. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little on the fence as to whether or not I will do a live play of Arc Raiders this evening. Um, I have not played that in a long time. It's been months. So it's going to feel new again. I'll feel like a noob probably getting acclimated to it. I like that game a lot, but we'll see how things go. I also didn't expect the cold to come back and remind me that it's still here as much as it is. I just got notified. Quick little shout out. Kevin, thank you for the sub. Kevin F., thank you so much for subscribing. And welcome. So far, not finding any opponents here. Let me look at my matchmaking preferences and make sure we're. That's really interesting. Again, it could be a time of the day situation. Most people are at work or school, what have you. So the player pool might be significantly smaller, as it were. And I've got any game type right now. So, but yeah, the hotfix that recently went live, this hot hotfix patch for
What's
Pure
up, amigo?
Pool Pro. There he is. Welcome back, Darren. Good to see you. How are you doing, Darren? Um, the hotfix patch here addresses the AI seemingly being unfair and unrealistic with crazy shots. That was their main focus for this hotfix patch. So hopefully you guys will see a difference in that. And we got somebody here, Gustavo on PC. It looks like open table. Let's take a look at our options. Sure. We'll put that one in the corner, I think. Then we can go for the 2 and then maybe the 7 or the 6. Ooh. Blocked at every corner pretty much. That's unfortunate. Uh, Risky scratching here, but we'll try to put this 6 in the corner. At least set us up potentially. Ah. Hope you're doing good, Darren. Much love to you and the doggo, the pooch. Okay. Ooh. Would have liked that cue ball to come back a little bit further. Maybe have a shot at the 3 in the side, but that did not work out. Oh, we're going to have to try this. Right about there. Maybe we'll try it. Ah. Gustavo here might be a newer player. We'll see. Then again, he's put some time into the career. He's got a unique cue stick.
Doing good. I'm at the end of 8 ball on pro. Almost done, it's tough.
Wow. Good for you, man. Almost done with the pro side of the 8-ball pool. Have you knocked out all the 9-ball sections then as well? Or is that next?
At the end of it as well.
Beautiful. Wow. Good for you. Congratulations on that. Woo! That's no easy task, especially on pro. Have you or anybody else, have you played today? Or I don't know if the update went live, the Hotfix update went live last night, or if it was today exactly, but have you seen any differences where the AI seems a little bit more believable, where shots aren't as consistently lucky and unrealistic? Oh, wow. That was a gift. Gustavo, if you would have stuck around, I would have honored a
More
rematch.
forgiving.
A lot more forgiving. Okay. Yeah, again, this hotfix patch is to address the AI being unrealistically accurate consistently with just crazy rail bank shots. It's just randomly like, oh, there it is. The ball seems to be sucked in by a Bugs Bunny magnet. Junie T 22. I think both of my opponents, including this one right now, are we're on PC. Junie here so far run the table with ease, clearing his stripes. Get out of there. Oof. Not going to be able to get the 3 on this side from this side, so hopefully I can get it by his stripe there at 13. If I don't put myself in a pinch here, well, not enough on the cut. Dang. All right, he's got a chance now. Ah, I might be saying this a lot here, people coming in and out. But again, the hotfix patch that recently went live is to address the AI and their ability to sync shots that are unrealistic consistently. It's just too much. Try to make the AI more fair and believable. That's the goal of the patch that was recently implemented. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He left. You'll see that a lot with players that, you know, don't want to stick around and finish it because they know that.
Little man has just had dinner and waiting for him to go bed before I give it a spin.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, you got some num nums. Beautiful. We know he loves that. There's no penalty for leaving, um, quitting the game. Like I said, if they do at some point implement a ranked
KJ
system,
liked.
Fun Goddess, ha ha! There she is. Good to see you. Shout out to you and the fiance. Welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the love. You've been showing me some love. I appreciate the hell out of that. And thanks for sliding through here. Beautiful. Fun Goddess, what are you rocking lately? What are you playing? What's got
Nothing.
what's got your attention as of late as far as gaming is concerned? And you do the
I stream a
PC?
bit.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, appreciate that. Uh, and do you rock the consoles? Or are you a PC gamer? What are you doing?
I play a lot of different games.
Okay, So as of late, it's what? Oh, we got some 9-ball here. Our first two games, 8-ball, and now we're into some 9-ball. Nice.
I do Xbox, but I'm moving to PC soon.
Okay, awesome. Good for you. Beautiful. Our first two opponents were, well, no, we've had two opponents now on PC and I think one on PlayStation here. Ah, too hard. It's trying to kick that ball.
Xbox 2.
D-Gen!
My son have just finished Poppy playtime.
Okay. Oh, your son. Okay, good. I thought you were talking about your dog earlier. Okay. Awesome. Very cool. D-Gen, welcome. Good to see you. I don't know if that audio message played for you in the
I
comments.
like White Bull. I only know how to play White Bull, or is it 8-ball? Where you can't put the 8-ball in?
Yeah, that's 8-ball. It's called 8-ball. Yes. Um, wait, tough one here. Knocked that 8 in the side. It was just hanging there. Got a little lucky with that. What's our next one? Where's 4? Okay, we got to try and bring that over. Ooh, again, a little too hard. Got a little too much power going on here today. Got to get that finesse right.
I'm good at 8-ball in life.
Yes? Very good. Yeah, I haven't played real life pool in a minute, but I could hold my own. I've shared some stories in
I
prior
pretty much
streams.
finished your second live VOD, then saw live notification, so came over.
Okay, beautiful. D-Gen, you've been showing a lot of love and support too. I appreciate you, man.
Still have one more VOD to catch up on.
Okay, thank you so much. Look, and let me just say this right now. Don't feel obligated. Don't feel like you have to go through everything and or listen. But if you're choosing to pass the time listening to me yammer and play, just know that it's greatly appreciated, and thank you for that. Look at that! It's just hanging. That's what you call a cliffhanger. It left it for him. Yeah, sliced a lone ball, if you will. The movie cliffhanger, just hanging there, huh? Jeez. Well, he could finish it off here. Bill could end the match right now. He put that 7 in the corner, and then set himself up for the 9. He could win this.
I love snooker and waiting for the addition of the snooker table.
Okay. Yeah, yep. You know what's coming. Again, luck is on our side so far here today. He fouled or scratched, as it were, and then basically just handed me the match.
Wow, we're good.
Oh, I appreciate that. Got us. I'm okay. I wouldn't say I'm good. I mean, that's a little lucky today so far. I'll say that. Here's what happened.
Do you understand snooker?
Uh, yeah, yeah. I think I've. Is that not where the table is larger than your standard affair, and the pockets are more narrow, right? Less forgiving pockets. Is that how that works? Or am I wrong? You can always educate me. Here's what happened with Bill.
Massive table.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think Bill quit knowing he was going to lose. He left the match and then caused the game to freeze. I've been seeing that where you have to and then reset it here. Not game breaking, but just one of those things. I've seen that before. And then the prompt doesn't come up on screen signifying the win for me. We're getting some different players right now today. Um, this opponent looks to be on PlayStation. Nice. It's got the I believe that's Jin Sakai from
Ha, he raged, what a chump.
you'll
Feel
see.
Cool Pro is new and I found you as I was searching for the game. I think the day one patch video was the first recommended and I could.
Okay, unbelievable, unbelievable. Well, look, for what it's worth, I'm glad you found me. Very small fish in a very large sea. Um, so yeah, I and you've been very cool and very supportive, and I appreciate it. Yeah, you'll get a lot of people that quit when they feel a loss is inevitable. Yep. Get out of there. It's going. Whew. I'll tell you, these felts are fast greens. You don't feel like you put a lot on it, but it's just enough to scratch. Yeah, that avatar my opponent has, that's the, I believe that's the main protagonist, main player that you rock in Ghost of Tsushima. That's Jin Sakai, if I'm not mistaken. Despite some of the flack the game got, that Ghost of Yote looked good too. It does look good. And if it wasn't for a big one coming, um, I may
Looking at
have.
chess online, it's they same people quit before they end.
Okay, Ricky S. Good to see you again, man. Nice to have you here. Yeah, yeah, that happens a lot. Which, on the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, it's like be cool, be a good sport. But people, we may see it happen right now as we talk about it because we're another scratch puts me in position to take the easy W. Getting lucky today, folks. Getting lucky. He did not leave. So that might mean that he wants a rematch. And I wouldn't blame him at all. There it is. He throws up the rematch. When you know, you know. We got to honor our rematch after that. I mean, that's just unfortunate. Do a plant shot here. 1-3 combo. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, as I was saying, if it wasn't for Ghost of Yote might have been one that I picked up, but I'm really waiting on that Crimson Desert. I think some of the controls are going to be a little tough getting different combos down. Um, but outside of that, the gameplay, the exploring, I love exploring in big open
I
world
would have
games.
just left, said no rematch, lol, no, I'm kidding, I'd honor it.
Yeah. Well, again, it depends on your mood. But yeah, I got to give the guy a rematch after that. That was unfortunate.
I also asked them about AI not taking plants, but Dev said an AI used one against them when testing.
Okay. Hey,
Depends if it's a fair matchup.
right. I agree, Goddess. I agree. If it's one thing you've got to credit is the fact that the devs are keeping an eye on their game and they're listening to player feedback and community response and adjusting and addressing. That's you've got to respect that. And that's why I wholeheartedly believe that you're going to see some additions to this game and potentially some kind of a ranked mode or ranking system for players. Um,
I bully my fiance Thoin for honor and up for lol.
and UFC, huh? Yeah, you like fighting games, huh? Yeah. Uh, Truth be told, I haven't been good at fighting games for a long time. I used to play a lot of the early wrestling games on like Super Nintendo and stuff like that. N64. Those I enjoyed, but games like Mortal Kombat, forget it. I'm I get decimated. Street Fighter is a good one, but again, I never claimed to be good at those games. Look at this. I get the game handed to me again. This is uh this is crazy. I I've not had this where the game just leans in my favor, like a smooth criminal lean in my favor here. Two unfortunate losses for my opponent here. Just
Yeah, I bully my fiance in WWE and Dead or Alive 6 as well.
wow. You bully. Ah, meet me out by the bicycle rack after school and give me your lunch money. I want an extra sandwich. Just playing, of course, but yeah.
Huh.
Okay, this guy wins, we'll keep going with him. But if I win again, I'm not going to give him another rematch. He's had two unfortunate L's here, um, but that's how pool goes in real life too. Sometimes you think you got it, and you think you know your placement and where you want to put stuff, and then stuff like that happens. What you just
But
witnessed.
in life, we protect each other.
That's good, very good. Yeah, you both provide armor for each other. It's very good. Or mana. You got your mana up. That's good. Actually, here, let me see something here. I could set him up here, but I could win the game if I can get a good shot. If I miss this, he's going to be in a good position to win the game. But we're going to try this anyway. We're going to try it right about there. Ooh. Okay, I did kind of set him up.
He
Still,
rages and I'm more the type to calm him down.
okay. Hey, you, the bottom line is you got each other's back. That's the important thing. And you keep each other, you keep them from breaking controllers or any gaming peripherals. That can get costly when you rage. um, Woo. Well, we both tried a 9-ball combo or a plant situation and couldn't execute on it. Anybody else here currently that's looking forward to Crimson Desert as much as I am? I believe that drops
From
on
time to
March.
time we argue, but he laughs at me when I fight back. Lol, he knows I'm feisty. Lol.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, to certain guys, that feisty, fiery sassiness is appealing and can be a turn on. uh, I personally would rather have someone who has their own wits about them than constantly being submissive. You know what I mean?
My fiance would like Crimson Desert.
Oh my God, yeah, I can't stop thinking about it or talking about it. It's my kind of game. I'm telling you, March 19th drops. March 19th. If you're into open world games, action adventure open world games, that is going to be a plentiful endeavor. Absolutely. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he got me.
I'm gonna play as the rogue.
And they haven't really. They've shown off a lot. They've given insight to the game, but I don't know how much of that is going to be accessible. Whether you want to be a good Cliff, the main guy that you play as, or if you want to be um, more rogue, as you say. I think there's going to be a little bit of option there, but I don't think it's going to be as heavy-handed as players would like. But we'll see. I could be wrong, but I'm just basing that on what I've heard and from what I've seen. But I do feel like if you play more of the villainous behavior where you attack and take down everybody, you're going to bring more heat upon yourself and you're going to make the game more challenging.
I'm not into it, but I have a tanks friend who is looking forward to Crimson Desert.
Okay, very cool, DGen. Yeah, if you got friends in your gaming circle,
I'm gonna play as the girl is what I mean. She's the rogue.
oh, okay, all right, okay, now I got you. All right. Uh, yeah, if you got a gaming circle, there's probably one somewhere within that um, that is, has hype for Crimson Desert as well. So far from what they've shown off and what they've discussed, my only where I'm kind of little disappointed to see is that there does not appear to be any underwater exploration. They haven't shown anything, and the underwater or the swimming that I've seen rather is surface swimming. It almost looks like the player tried to submerge and dive underneath, and um, it wasn't accessible. So I hope that's a big surprise at launch. I love when open world games allow you to traverse somehow in the air, but also below water as well. So we'll see. Not game breaking. Yeah, they said that comes late game. That comes in the later game, later stages. You'll be able to do that. Um, if there isn't underwater exploration, it's not a cut on the game. It's not going to get minus points for that. It would just be a nice option to have. But either way, I think the game is
forward to American / Euro Truck Sim,
okay.
Ballet, Memories of Trey, Pure Pool Pro, Annie Emo and Ova Magica coming to Xbox.
Okay, well, yeah. This game is not available currently on Xbox, but it will be. So yes. I wouldn't be surprised if you see it sometime mid to late March, would be my guess. At the latest, um, April. That's just a hunch. Look at that. And then that backspin put it right in the side. My opponents put some time into the game. You can tell by the numbers underneath the crest being displayed in their name here in the top right corner. So they've gotten those crests or badges multiple times.
Also the Snooker DLC. For Snooker I have Snooker Nation 19 and Pool. I have Pool Blitz currently until then.
Okay, beautiful. So you're in your pool games. That's cool, man. Very cool. See, I could try to pot the five. Pot
I
the
like
five in
Watch
this.
Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs 2 was good. Real good. I like that one a lot too. Yep.
If this game wasn't out, I would buy Pure Pool, but better to wait for Pure Pool Pro or 2 as I like to call it.
Yes. Yep. I would wait. Smart move. Okay, now his 10 is presenting a problem. I'll try to kick this back one and hopefully get a little lucky, but okay, we changed rail location. Ah, uh, yeah, that the Watchdogs where it took place in the UK or London, I liked, but I didn't like as much. I felt like they were trying to do too much with the changing of the NPCs and whatnot. Cool concept. It just didn't. I don't know. I didn't like it as much. But Watch Dogs 2 was great. The online integration was brilliant. The hide and seek type nature of that, I really enjoyed that. Sleeping Dogs was another one that I felt was kind of underrated, kind of for what they did. I enjoyed that one. He got me. Old Hasu. Hasa.
I didn't like Legion because they didn't do much with online.
Yes. Yeah.
Bring back Pure Pool atmosphere.
So you're with me on that. Darren, he really wants
Was
that.
about to mention, it's sad that Sleeping Dogs never got a sequel.
Mm-hmm. And frankly, I'm surprised they didn't.
The Saboteur as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right with me on Legion on that one. Yep. Something about it just didn't resonate as much. And I think the online portion of it, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't come up with another story and another Sleeping Dogs. It was pretty well executed game, I thought. Yeah, Legion, that's what that was called. Sleeping Dogs Legion. Yep. Or not Sleeping Dogs, but Watch Dogs Legion, rather. Yeah. Lifestone 97 on PlayStation. Potted several off the break.
All players try to do is run me over or stop me as I walk down the road when I'm bored.
Yeah, that's annoying. So what you just witnessed there, the racking, the break situation was reset because I potted the 8 ball off the break. And in this particular game, doing that, it just resets and has you break again.
Ooh, a pink K.
Yeah, unlockable. You earn various uh, cues, colors, and
Super win.
variations. Darren, in a lot of places that would signify a win. Dropping the 8 ball off of a break. Yep. In a lot of places that would signify an automatic win. But I see why they do it here. And yes, you can earn various cues with different prints on them and colors. Yeah, that's all cosmetics currently are unlocked through playing the career. That's going to be tricky, so I want to get that out of there right away.
Watch Dogs 2. That 8 ball on the court is a genius engineer technique.
Yes. Yep. Fun Goddess. I like that too. It was pretty cool. And I felt like it fit the character. Uh, um, yep. That was a cool mechanic. Ooh. Should have had that. Should have dropped that 9 right there in the corner. Didn't quite have the aim right on it.
He's
Mm.
good at using it too.
Yep. Yep. It's a cool character. Um, yeah, I like Watch Dogs too. It didn't hit with everybody, but I liked it. And the gameplay was solid. That's risky. If I do the forward spin. Not the greatest placement now on that 13. Oh, but he does not have an easy shot. He's going to have to bank it. Snookered. He had the line. Now I want to just don't give this too much. I want just give it enough so that it sets up nice for the 10.
Main hack
Yes.
I use is mass communication disruption. When I'm doing crime I cut their call, or when a gang fight is taking place I spoil their back.
Yes. Very cool. Yeah, the abilities like that within that game, just brilliantly done.
I help the cops a lot on that game though.
Yeah, the devs with that particular game, they had fun in mind. I think fun was at the core of that game. Like make things fun,
Bring
make
back
you
the old
feel
atmosphere.
kind of unstoppable in some ways with use of technology. Um, that I applaud the fun factor of that game. Yeah, Darren wants to see that bar atmosphere, that bar feel brought back to the game. I feel you. I hear you. Woo! Got it. Woo! I didn't have a lifeline, but I did win against Life Stone here. Woo! That one there, it was a little tricky because you want to put enough on it to kick it in that corner, but you don't want to put so much on it that you end up bringing the cue ball all the way back to the opposite corner and scratching, and then giving your opponent the game. The finesse in this Pure Pool Pro can be a little tricky because it's almost like the felt of the table sometimes feels non-existent. You know, you can easily scratch, even if you feel like you didn't put a lot of power on it. You know, that ball seems to go for days sometimes. Yeah, Darren would love to see the that pub tavern atmosphere. The DMC 91. I
Available on PS5 if you're cool with that.
Yeah, Darren, no problem. No problem. This DMC 91, I've not played this person on Pure Pool Pro here, the first time here, right now. But I seem to remember seeing this name on the initial Pure Pool game. I'm fairly certain I've played him in Pure Pool. So, yeah, he's no stranger to these games. Yeah, I believe this player is on PlayStation. Toying with the 8 ball a little bit there. DMC was, look at that. Look how close he got to potting that. Woo! Again, at 15, he risked hitting that 8 ball again, but he scratched. Okay, we are solids. Oh, he's got my one ball right up against the eight ball there. Ooh-wee.
Back was texting Wolf on Iglo.
Texting Wolf on the gram.
Yes, lol.
Okay. Mm. We'll try. We'll try to get that seven in the corner there. Oh, inadvertently setting him up, and I knew that was a risk. Oh, and now he blocked me. But I think with a little forward spin, yeah, we might be able to pot the seven still after potting his ball. We're going to try it.
Shading
Oh,
sliders for cloth colors.
yes, that's a good idea, Darren. That's a good idea. To have sliders to adjust the shade of the felt. Mm-hmm. It's a good idea. I messed that shot up miserably. He's going to think I did that intentionally, and I didn't. That was not my intent. I just didn't hit the ball hard enough. Ah, terrible. Get out of there. Nice. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Not hard enough again. Ah, see, and that's what I mean about the finessing. Knowing your power. Could Is he going to put me away here? I think so. Ah, uh, damn. We had a chance. Even with that one being positioned where it was, we had a chance to. And improper power
The
on the cue
stream.
stick. He left. He didn't want to go again. Yeah, he is on PlayStation. I've played him before, but not in this. That was the first time seeing him in this game. So I played him in the initial peer pool. Damn, be nice if we could get some other game modes here instead of just eight and nine ball. But that's what's more popular. Final Truth. I've played this guy before too. Oh yes. All right. And as we say that, we get a different mode. One of my more preferred modes. This is called Killer Mode. Awesome. And we got an extra life because we potted multiple balls off the break. Beautiful. So as you can see, most of you already know this, but I'm going to clue people in that don't. This is called killer mode. And as it just happened, you start with 3 lives, and they're represented by hearts underneath your name. And you lose a life by scratching or hitting a ball off the table or missing your shot. You can gain a life by potting the 8 ball or potting multiple balls on a single shot. So there. The objective is when you take your shot, doesn't matter what you hit. You can hit solids or stripes, but you have to make your shot. And it alternates back and forth. Final Truth might be frustrated here already that I've gained multiple lives. He might be quitting because he hasn't moved. This is crybaby behavior because you're not out of the game here. You still have 2 hearts, and yeah, this game could go a while. This mode usually goes longer than the other variations of pool in this game. But again, this is crybaby behavior. This is like, oh, the game didn't go my way.
Better now.
Okay, good. Yeah, the game didn't go his way initially, so he just gave up. That's crybaby behavior. That's, oh, I didn't get my way. Yeah. People that exhibit that kind of behavior within a game, you have to wonder the kind of person they are in real life. That's just my sentiment on it. You kind of got to wonder, like, that do they exhibit that Karen behavior in real life? Those kind of people I could do without. I don't want to associate with people like that. That negative, toxic. No, thank you. And I get it. If he was down to 1 life or.
That's so petty, lol.
But I mean, the guy still had a chance. The game was not over by any means. Like, oh, I wasn't able to take the reins right from the get-go, right from the jump off. Oh, boo-hoo. The name of Final Truth. I think the final truth is you're petty. I think that's fitting. Final truth. The final truth, the final word, petty. Yep. There you go. As we move on to the prisoner here.
Jay, he knew you're so dominant and knew he'd lose. Saved you to the time and effort.
Well, that's one way of looking at it on there, Karen. I appreciate that. I definitely don't think that was the case at all. But I appreciate that. Yeah. Now here, we could set this guy up if we miss. But we're going to try and win the game here, right here, with a 1-9 plant.
Exposing a gang member is very toxic in his shooters. He threatens me and my fiance a lot in code.
Oh, yeah?
I used to hate losing as a kid, but I learned it's fine to lose in my adult years.
Yes. D-Gen, now there's a guy who gets it. Yes, and we sealed the deal right away with a 1-9 plant combo. Oh, that was lucky. I got lucky. Look at that kickback to the corner. Golden Threat. Welcome. Good to see you as always. Welcome. How are you
I
doing?
lose all time. To my wife.
Hey, yeah, Karen? Yeah, well, sometimes we have to
How are you
accept.
doing today, JD?
I'm okay. Thank you, GT. I'm okay. Um, we have to accept that sometimes taking the L to our significant others, right? And sometimes it's better that way, yeah. That was a lucky kickback. I did not. I was going for the nine
I'm doing great,
in
great.
that corner. I did not expect to kick it back into the other corner, however. That was a lucky dub for us on that one. Yeah, there's no shame in agreeing sometimes and taking the L to your better half, as it were. Yeah. Yeah, that was a likely scratch situation there. Got lucky, but now I
Anyone getting Resident Evil Requiem this Friday? I cannot wait. You know what they say, you can't beat a woman in an argument, so it's best not to argue.
in most cases, yes. Yep. Posing a question to the chat and everybody here, yeah. That Resident Evil Requiem is going to drop very soon this week. Yeah. I personally won't be
I
picking that
agree,
one up.
JD, in some cases.
Yes, yep, in some cases. Yeah, I won't be getting that one, unfortunately. Not anytime soon, but
Happy wife, happy life.
yeah, that's the old additive, isn't it, Darren? Yeah. Um, but I get the hype for RE9. I definitely see why people are excited for it, and if you're a fan of the franchise, absolutely. And I've heard good
It's a
things.
50/50. I might get it, but all depends.
Okay. I, for those that decide to pick it up, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I think it's going to be what you would expect from that franchise, and I think there's going to be some surprises as well. So yeah, and I'm hearing there's a lot of it's got a good playtime with the game, so that's always good to hear, so that you get your money's worth out of it. Ah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think it'll live up to the hype. That's my opinion. It's just not something on my immediate radar right now. I'm holding out. I'm holding out for a certain smorgasbord, a big, big, plentiful appetite that is Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert might be a masterpiece.
Oh, GT. It just might be, yeah. It just might be.
Hey Golden, how's our day going?
And we hope so. But from everything they've shown, everything they've teased, and the devs talking about it, rapping about it, it's
I
it's it's definitely looks to be the case. They get everything right. My initial concern.
GT6 may ruin my marriage, lol.
Yeah, you and a lot of other people. I think that's going to be yeah, with the time that you can spend with that kind of game. Yeah. And I think Crimson Desert might share that same problem. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for GTA 6.
Yeah, the relationship
It's going good fun, goddess clinking glasses.
the relationship compounder. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
That's good clinking glasses.
I think Crimson Desert um one of my initial concerns was frame rate and how it's going to run on base PS5. They have confirmed it will be enhanced for PS5 Pro. So GT, you'll be happy to know that. Um, but my concern with that, I think, has already been wiped out. People have said that it runs at 60 FPS on base PS5. So that's great to hear.
A lot of games are coming out next month in March though.
Yeah, there are some other titles. There's some kind of a racing game, and I forget the name of it now.
I'll
Uh,
get her a book or two
um,
or 10 to shut her up a little bit.
yeah, I'll get her a book. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a arcade racing type style of game that looks really cool too. That's dropping in March. Not impossible cut here, but not the easiest. But hopefully we can do it without scratching. Put that 9 in the corner and not scratch, please. That'd be great. Yes, got it. You are my prisoner. Ah, you are my prisoner. Huzzah! Ah, beautiful. Yes, I will give you a rematch. I will honor a rematch to you, prisoner. Yes. Um, my only concern that I have with Crimson Desert, and this is a minor
Great shot,
concern.
champ.
Thank you, GT. Um, the only concern I have now with that game, I think it'll, I think it'll run fine. I think they'll get that right. My concern is being able to pull off different moves and
The
combos.
cops on GTA 6 I think will have dogs, SWAT with shields. Also
Yes.
cops will bolo your stolen cars you get and it will be like real life hard tea.
Yep, I think so. Fun Goddess, I believe you're on the right track with that. I think they will have police dogs. I think it'd be a crime in itself if they don't. Um, I think the AI is going to be a lot smarter, and how they pursue you for committing crimes. Yep, I agree. Um, GT, I don't think you're going to have a problem. Golden Thread, I don't think you'll have a problem with. You're usually pretty good at pulling off combos and getting different fight styles down and learning that and being able to execute that. I think that's going to be a huge
Just
selling
hope it
point for
doesn't
you.
go on the woke side.
Yeah, Darren, that's for GTA 6. Yeah, I don't think so. I think you might see a little bit of it, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make the game like,
Only
ah,
thing I don't like about GTA is you have Mash X to run and you do nothing but run in those games.
yeah. Well, Kieran, I get it. I get what you're saying. Um, yeah, I don't think it's going to go too heavy-handed on the wokeness. And the only reason I
Yes,
believe
I
that,
agree, JD. The combos is beyond.
yep, um, I think the reason why it's not going entirely woke is because they've already shown off gentlemen's clubs, strip clubs, and that kind of thing in the trailers. If they were going to go entirely woke, that wouldn't even be a thing. That they like, oh, women's equality, woo woo woo, all that stuff. Degrading, blah blah blah. You wouldn't see any of that. That'd be completely gone. So the fact that it's not, the fact that it's already in trailers, is a
Woke
good
is
sign.
dying now too.
Yeah, good. Let it
Thank God.
flatline for all I care about. Let it flatline. No defibrillator required. Let it go. You know, and just accept the fact that certain things you're not going to like everything. Not everything is going to be catered to you.
Let's hope.
That's life. Life does not cater to you. That's the reality, you know? And accept that and just move on. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. And especially Rockstar. That's what made you. That's a big part of what made you the juggernaut company that you are. Is pushing the envelope, satiring things, not taking shit serious. You know, poking fun at things. Like, come on. I'll give you another example. Saturday Night Live, that show. Look what's happened to it. It's just not as good as it used to be because they've watered it down, or they want to try to be PC and try to, it's just, yeah. Look what happens. Don't do that. Learn, you know. We might miss the 7 here. We might miss it. Whew. Oh, but we scratched. Not good. Uh, so that's my take on it. I think there will be some adjustments made that fans are not going to like, but I don't think it's going to be a disaster. I don't think it's going to be a woke piece of garbage. I don't think so.
Only thing that will upset me is if the girl has to die in the end. That's sexist if they do. A choice needs to be made.
Okay. I get what you're saying there. Let the player decide. If you let the player decide, let the player make the decision.
You, KT, V is a mess. Won't let my son watch it.
Oh yeah? Sorry to hear that, Darren. Jeez. Even in the UK, you guys are seeing that, huh? Jeez. Where are we at? Are we one apiece? 2-1. Okay. Well, we'll
You,
give them
K
another
is a
one.
mess full stop.
Jesus. Sorry to hear that, guys. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere on the planet. You can't get around it, can you?
Stoner
Jeez.
has messed you lot right up.
Yeah. Jeez. Um, I fully believe GTA 6 will not be woke garbage. Might see some of it, but it's not going to be enough to call the game a hot mess. I think they'll get it right. And yes, I agree. Let the player decide
Fable
how certain
2026
things
is a
come
get
out.
for me too, JD.
Yeah, Fable, huh? GT is a day one purchase for you, huh? I I have hopes for that. I'm
My
not
wife wants to move to Cyprus.
I I don't have real high hopes on that personally. I have a wait and see approach with that game. It could be great. But that could also be a victim of its own design where they're doing too much and it doesn't play out the way you hope.
Yeah, I think Fable
But
2026 will be co-opus too.
but yeah, that has great potential. Great potential. But we'll see. I watching that state of play and seeing some of that dev team, Again, not to be judgmental, but there were some people there where I'm like, what is going on? And don't have your personal agendas affect your game. Keep them separate, just like actors. Keep your personal views outside of the business that is acting and being able to entertain. Keep your political and your personal and your whatever. Differentiate. Can you differentiate? Or is that possible? And for a lot of these people, no, it's not. They always intertwine the two, and it's disgusting. Again, that's just my opinion,
Right.
but you hope that that game is not impacted by some of those. Ah, but I have a wait and see approach with Fable. I have
Starmer, I would fly kick him if I see him.
I would I have more faith in Crimson Desert right now, to be honest. Oh, yeah. I'm my back to the Crimson Desert GT. What I was talking about with you is my concern is the combo situation. Are the controls going to be too convoluted to pull off various moves? Is it going to be too challenging for me personally? For you, I think I've seen how you play, and I've seen how you take on higher enemies that are higher level than what your current character is at, and you've been able to just run the show. You're very good with that. You're better at that than I am. So for you, it might not be a problem at all, and that's a good thing. But I'm concerned that it might.
But remember, they do have lots of complex puzzles that they display for us. I believe you will find some spots at home there too.
Yeah, yeah. The puzzle aspect, I think I'll. That's where I will excel. But the different fightings and being able to pull off various moves might be tough for me. We'll see. This is all up in the air. We won't know until we get that bad boy in our hands. Till we got controller.
BRB gonna go get some orange juice and get my daughter a bottle.
Beautiful. No, go do your thing, goddess. Go do your thing. Go make sure she gets her good too. Yeah. All right. That's enough matches with Prisoner there. But we might see him again. Yeah, you guys are rapping in the chat about. I don't know if it's a political figure or it's obviously somebody that's known in the UK. Sounds like they're a jerk. I've played this guy before. We've seen this guy before on stream. Yep, Joe Dust. Yep, and he likes this killer mode as it's called as well. I like this mode a lot too. Very cool. He's not going to go for that 8 ball, is he? Not an easy shot. Ooh. Damn, he brought. Still, even if I wasn't behind that two, to sneak that 8 ball into the corner. Yeah, I don't want to set him up for that 8 ball just yet. To gets an extra life. Oh, that's good. He's going to cut that 7. That's the easiest shot he has. Yep. Now, and if I go for this, he's going to be set up for the 8.
You got this, champ.
I do not want to give him an easy shot on that 8 ball for an extra life.
Starmer is UK Prime Minister if I remember. Personally, I dislike all politicians as they all lie.
Okay.
Closest person I liked was Barack Obama.
Okay. Thanks for cluing me in there, D-Gen. Appreciate it. I figured. And that 8 ball came, or the cue ball came back a lot further than I wanted it to, and he got that 8 ball. So he has 4 lives now to my 3. Damn it. Ah, not good, not good. Lost a life in the process, set him up. Again, this is killer mode. You're free to shoot at any ball you see fit on the table, provided you make your shot. You miss your shot or commit a foul, that is a life lost, just as he did there because he didn't make his shot. The less balls on the table, the more difficult it gets. And your lives are represented by the hearts displayed under your name.
Back heated her bottle. I got a microwave and fridge in my room.
Beautiful. That's convenient. That's cool. I unfortunately kicked that ball to the left side rail. I didn't want to put it over there. Now he's got a combo option here. Ah, and he left me with a terrible leave. Is he going to go for side or corner? He's going for the right side, and he got it. Oh, man. This is a tall order.
Barack Obama was working with the terrorist. He got arrested by Trump.
Well, we gained a life by potting multiple balls. That's good. Off the break. So right now it's anybody's game. 3 lives apiece, each of us. Beautiful, beautiful. Mm. I think because I potted multiple balls, I got a life. And then I got another life because one of those balls happened to be the 8 ball. So I got really lucky on that break. Really lucky. Yeah, you gain a life by potting the 8 ball or pocketing multiple balls from an initial shot. Here's where it's going to get tougher again. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He put some forward progress on that cue ball, knowing that I would have a tough shot to make here. This is unlikely, but what we're going to try to do is send this stripe, I believe it's the 15, try to send it down in that far corner.
If Trump was being racist though, because the proof I don't believe was shown.
Ah, now he could put me in a position. Yep. Ah, I need to make this. Okay, now he has potential to lose a heart here. It's not easy. A lucky shot is what he needs. Yep. He was trying to I that was a good shot. He was trying to send it in the side. That was good.
Enough politics.
Yeah, Darren. No disrespect, but yeah, I don't discuss politics. I don't really get enough of that in real life, you know. You get inundated with it, and it's cool if you follow it, you're into it, you keep tabs on real life things like that. And that's no disrespect, but I try not to
I
mix
can
that in
relate to
with,
the lone duh.
yeah, I try not to mix that in with entertainment and
Duh.
this stuff. But yeah, no, fun goddess. I hear you. Ah ha ha.
I'm moving on.
Okay, thank you. Yes, got a life back. This has turned into a hell of a game. This has been a fight. Almost scratched.
I don't like politics anyways.
Okay, good. Oh, I set him up for the 8 ball. I forgot about that. Derp, derp. Was not even paying attention to placement on that, and I should have been. Damn it.
What was her favorite console? Mine was the SNES.
Oh man. Yeah, Darren, I when I got Super Nintendo for Christmas years ago when I was younger, that was a big deal. My grandma actually got me the Super Nintendo. And again, I know the standard Nintendo was a big deal. But for me, that was like getting that Super Nintendo. It really felt like having an arcade in your home. Just the graphics, the sound, the Super Mario brother, that Super Mario World with Yoshi. That was, dude. Um, I don't know if I could say it was my all time favorite, but man, it was the one that really broke the mold, stood out because I was at my grandmother's and I would go to my neighbor's house a couple of blocks down because they had it and playing it. And they had a finished basement and it was really nice and done up and they had a bar. Beautiful. It was beautiful. Carpeted floor, everything. It was like a utopia down there. And they were the only ones I knew that had that. Being able to play that there was just, it was heaven, pure heaven. And the,
PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 and Nintendo DS for me. If I had to pick one, it would be PS2. I moved to Xbox after PS2.
okay. Um, but there's a lot of good memories with that Super Nintendo. Definitely. And then when my grandma discovered why I was going over there so much and playing, so she had, when she got me that for Christmas that one year was, oh man, the excitement, the joy that I felt. Yeah. So that was a big moment in gaming for me. PS2 though, that was another one of those where getting a PlayStation 2, being one of the first people to get it, I got really lucky. Um, Somebody I knew at the time, um, a relative.
First console I had was the 360, but I barely played any of my consoles.
Okay, yeah, I never played the 360 much. I remember when it launched, it was a big deal. Um, oh man, PS2. My stepbrother had a friend that worked at Best Buy, and this friend had gotten had already gotten a PS2 working for PS, and they had a raffle where you could get dibs on another one, and he got dibs on another one, and then my stepbrother um, was friends with this guy, and he offered it to my stepbrother. My stepbrother said, "No, I really don't need it right now, but I know somebody that would love that." And then he contacted me, and I was able to get the PS2 that way. Um, and when I first got that console, yeah, that was another one of those moments where I was like, "Yeah, this thing is dope." Um, I remember getting Midnight Club. Um, Midnight Club was big, and then SOCOM, the SOCOM franchise. Um, so I'd have to say if I had to pick one favorite console from a certain era for me, would probably be PlayStation 2 because of the SOCOM years. SOCOM 2, SOCOM 3, Combined Assault, all of those SOCOMs were so much fun. And it introduced me to online gaming as a whole, really brought me into the online fold, online gaming. So, I,
I
P-
remember waiting outside a shop Saturday morning for Mario 3 launch.
yeah, yeah. Mario 3, isn't that the one where he had the raccoon tail? Yeah, jeez.
First console I owned was a Game Boy Advance, as I remember Dad taking me to Toys R Us and I got to pick what I wanted.
Beautiful. See, and this is why gaming resonates with people like us.
The
Yeah?
days.
Because of yeah, Darren, he gets it. Um, how you can equate family moments and just great memories to gaming and how it resonates. You know what I mean? You think back at these times where certain games or consoles and handhelds, Game Boys and that sort of thing, how it invokes memory, positive memories. You know what I mean? And that's why we like our gaming because it puts us in a better mood, especially when things can bring you down or there's hardships in life and a lot of negativity and hatefulness and you play these games and you just kind of forget about it. You know what I mean? And what's wrong with that? It helps, and it does. I like to believe it helps keep your mind sharp to a certain extent, and it helps people that have social anxiety. It can help remedy that as well. Say what you want, but I honestly believe you get more good out of gaming than you do negative.
I remember in college, I would walk to game station during dinner break, not to buy but look at the games and watch people play on the Monet.
Yep.
I played True Crime New York at a friend's on PS2.
Ah, True Crime. Yeah, that was
I
another
was
big
amazed when
release.
I first held a Game Boy and how small the cartridge was.
Yep. Me too. I remember thinking to myself, "Damn,
And
th-
Mortal Kombat Deception.
this is uh this is amazing." When I got, and again, the same grandmother got me a Game Boy. Was very supportive of stuff like that. My grandmother. She didn't understand it entirely, but she knew it made me happy, and that's all she cared about. My grandmother, a complete saint in that regard, in a lot of ways.
How is pool going?
Xbox Pro, welcome. We've had more W's than losses, so it's going good overall. This one here it just got away from me. This killer mode, and then we've played this Jodas before, and he likes that mode, and I like it too. But those games can go lengthier. But yeah, we've had some good wins here. Again, more wins than losses, so I would say it's going good. Xbox One Pro, good to see you. Welcome back. But as we were discussing favorite
I have
consoles,
social anxiety. I'm also shy and rarely talk out loud, but I
okay,
can chat like this.
see,
Also have learning disability, so I tend to stay at H.
okay, tend to stay at home. Um, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, and this is a great platform so that you can unload freely. You know what I mean? Um,
My first was Spectrum Plus with a tape player.
Spectrum Plus. I'm not familiar with that with a tape player, huh? Not familiar with that technology. I do remember VHS's having the Spectrum name on it, so I do kind of remember that a little bit now that I think of it. A lot of nine ball being played here today too.
Who remembers Call of Duty midnight launches at game stores? I never attended one, but my brother did.
I I'll shamefully admit that
I
there
love to socialize.
you're a social butterfly, huh, Goddess? I kind of get that about you. That's awesome. Me too. I have my moments, definitely. Yep. I was always more outgoing as a kid. A ham, always a ham, very outgoing. Would do things for a laugh and attention. Yep. Um, yeah,
The games
PlayStation.
took 5 minutes to load with a tape player.
Okay, wow, wow. Tried to get a corner bank shot there to no avail. Um, yeah, PlayStation 2, I guess, if I had to choose one, just because of the online. That SOCOM was almost like a drug. It was very addictive. And then having the different clans and organizations that you could build throughout the game and that competitive nature. It was the first of its kind for me and really introduced me to online gaming as a whole. Dreamcast, I had Sega Dreamcast. Um, that title had some good games.
Funny
Hydro
story,
Thunder.
first Call of Duty I got into was World at War. Me and brother shared a profile back on the 360. Mum beat us and every family M.
Okay. Ah. Um, Dreamcast had some good games, but the system itself, had issues and was trying to do too much for its time, I think. Kind of got ahead of itself. Hence why it didn't have longevity that it was supposed to have. But I had one. I got pulled into the hype, and I got to admit there was a time where I kind of regretted getting it and the money that was spent. Yep. Call of Duty. I went to a midnight launch once for Call of Duty. I'll shamefully admit that. And I believe it was Black Ops 2. I really got excited for that. And I did. I played the hell out of it. Um,
I
I
feel
remember,
ya JD, it's gotta be PS3 because online was free loudly crying face.
right? See? Yeah. There were reasons. Yep. PS3 was great too. Um, so I get that. But yeah, the SOCOM days for me just on that
COM 2 was the
PS2,
best.
amazing. Um, Black Ops 2 though, I remember seeing a car pull in, and they had black and orange streamers, those paper streamers, all over their car, and the car was packed. They had like four or five kids packed into that. They were all hyped up on it, honking the horn, and when they got the copy, you could tell they were just stoked. I'll never forget that. And there was quite a crowd for that one. And in fact, I think that was the last midnight release I ever attended in my life was for that Black Ops 2. And after that, yeah, I stopped going to releases and whatnot. And of course, with releases being all digital now, I just don't see the need for it. I don't see a reason for it. Um, and my feeling with Call of Duty has definitely changed. I honestly could care less about that franchise now. I have no interest in buying any Call of Duties. I have no interest in playing any Call of Duty. None. And I equate that to just getting older, um, and realizing that kind of gameplay is not for me. And I feel like those companies behind Call of Duty, they've gotten really ratty, and scummy with their microtransaction practices, and how they kind of sneak little political garbage in. It just, yeah, it's kind of gotten away from what made that franchise successful to begin with. Again, this is my opinion. I see the appeal. I see why people still play it, obviously, that gameplay loop, but it's just not for me. And that's why I think maybe Marathon might not be for me as well, but we'll see. Be on the lookout for that. I'm definitely going to be showcasing some of that this week when it goes live. Um, People from Bungie are
I know a
behind
shop
it.
that would give you the game a couple of days before release but couldn't give you a receipt.
Ah, that's interesting. You had the hookup in that regard. Yeah, there was a place, there was a store years ago, not far from,
I played Bo 2 online. I dolphin dived out the window and got sniped in the head. Lol.
yeah, yeah, dolphin diving, yeah. There was a store that would break release date, street date, and I still can't definitively say whether they knew they were doing that or they didn't know or they didn't care. I I don't know. I You didn't ask questions when you saw it was for sale and it was literally days before it was supposed to come out. You just you had to be lucky to be there to get a copy because they would sell out fast. Because word got out quick that, hey, this place is selling it. Like, what? They're not supposed to, but
Og facts.
yeah. That still exists, by the way. There are still people that sell copies under the table, and they know they're not supposed to, especially if they're able to pocket a couple of $100. Like if somebody knows about it,
Battlefield 6 is fun.
um, and they're able to, like, I'll give you a certain amount of cash right now if you just sell it to me, and they do it knowing that they can get extra money. That practice still exists. Um, Not anywhere around me though. I can tell you that. The retail business in that regard too has changed. Less stores carry certain things now, and that's due to the online market.
GTA 6 will be on that list of packets for sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There's going to be people breaking street date on that, guaranteed. Uh, BF6 for me was fun in the beta. I had my time with it, and then I realized that it was going to be a game that I wouldn't keep coming back to. So it didn't hook me like I thought it would. It just, mm. But again, that's just the type of gamer I think I've become over the years now. I'm more of a single player narrative, uh, open world. There's very few games that I look forward to playing online anymore. Very few. Fun fact, my opponent right now, Marto, this guy's good. This guy is good. This is my first time playing him in Pure Pool Pro here, but I've played him in Pure Pool, and he is good. He was good with Pure Pool, so I remember the name. I played him quite a few times in Pure Pool, and he is now switched over to the Pure Pool Pro. First time seeing him, but I recognize the name. He is on PlayStation. I believe he is foreign. Yep. Probably scratching the side if I do this, but we're going to try to send the four down to the corner. Didn't give it enough. I did, but I scratched just like I said I would. Ah, yeah, he has a tendency to run the table. I've played him before. Played him a lot in Pure Pool. First time playing him here in the Pure Pool Pro. and he's showing that I know what I'm talking about.
Are you Canadian, Jade?
Fun goddess. I see why you asked me that. You know, I've gotten that quite a few times where cats thought that or perceive that I am Canadian. Close. I am not Canadian. I am Midwestern. It's the accent, it's the voice. So you're not entirely wrong for thinking as such. But I am in the States. I am in the Midwest. I am not Canadian. But I've heard it before where people have thought that I was based on my verbal dialect. Yeah. Marto's good. Played him before. You give that guy a window and he's going to take it. Batesy. I think he's a new opponent. Don't remember playing this guy before. He's on PlayStation as well. This guy's running the table so far. Oh my. Set up nicely for the 14. You going to pot that in the side or pocket it in the corner? He's going for the corner. Now, does he have a shot at the 10? He does. Wow. He could clear the table if he positions himself behind that 13. Yup. He knows how to play. This guy knows what he's doing. He could end it right here, and he will. I didn't even get a chance to shoot. Look at that. He ran the show. He ran the table, as it were. Boom, boom, boom. I didn't even touch my cue stick. I might as well touch myself. I'd have more luck with that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I got a chance against this guy. We'll do one rematch against this guy. See if I can do anything. This guy, whoo! And he gets to break again. That I don't like. The game should recognize that, okay, you honored a rematch. He broke first. Now you should have your turn at breaking. No, it's luck of the draw, I guess. Is he going to do it again? Is he going to run the show again? Is he going to clear, is he going to do a walk-off here, make me just walk off with my head in shame? I'm not going to be able to do anything. Like, what do you mean? What are we talking about? Here we go. He's great with placement. I can't lie. I mean, I got to give him credit. He knows exactly what he wants to do and seemingly where he's placing the cue ball. Every shot, he's setting himself up. And that quick. Now, is he going to bank it in the corner or is he going to cut it in the corner? Look at this guy. This guy might have some stained pink teeth, everybody. He might be a damn shark. Look at that. Holy moly. And just like that, we're taken to the cleaners. Forget about it. Holy moly. Batesy, I bow to you, but I also wave the white flag. I accept the defeat, but I got to surrender to
Ace
you,
five.
buddy. Gee, good God. I wouldn't go that far. Calling somebody a God, I don't know about that. But he's definitely, I'll call him a shark, but I refuse to call him any kind of prophet or God or whatever. It's a little much. A little much. Goat, maybe I'll give him goat, but not God. That was yeah, he's shark. We'll say that. He gave me no chance. Like that Vince McMahon song back in the day in
Punt.
wrestling. No chance. That's what you got. No chance in hell. Like, holy moly, that guy. Go on, go move around, will you? Go to another table. In fact, go to another pool hall where I don't play. How about that? Do that. That'd be great. I'll even set up a bar tab for you over there or a pub tab. I'll pay for the first couple of drinks if you just stay there. Leave me alone. Holy moly. Whew. We got to look out for that guy. We got to remember that guy's fin poking out of the water. Holy shit. You don't want to. I'll remember the player card. Batesy or something was his name, yeah? And he's got that space astronaut player. Yeah. I'll remember when I see him. Like, oh, yeah. Doesn't matter if I got a life preserver or not. I'm not going to be able to survive these waters. Hell no. Snookered. Uh, missed. Just missed it. That's a foul. Played a lot of a nine ball when I was younger. Um, there was this place we would go and play pool, and they had actual tournaments. You could win money, and I partook in the nine ball tournaments and had a couple of good runs in real life where I actually would come out on top. I think I took first place once, but I would always place in the top three, even if I didn't win the whole thing. Um, I was decent, a lot better than that shot would display anyway. Jesus, I couldn't put any backspin because the cue stick was resting on the rail. I could have tried to do a top down spin on it, but ah, set him up to finish the game. We started off with a lot of consecutive W's, and now we're taking the L consistently. That's how it goes. We're about at 50-50, I think, at this point on our percentages. Woo. See if he wants to give me a rematch. I'll throw a rematch out this time. And he honors it. Thank you for that. Let's see if I can get a tie it up here at one apiece if gives me the opportunity. Oh, that's game. Jay whiz. we're taking it. We are taking it hard. There it is. Wow.
Gotta charge my phone, gotta go.
Okay. Fun goddess. You stuck it out with me for a while here, and I appreciate you. Don't get that phone charge. It's important. Thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day, as it were, wherever you might be, and we'll see you again. Appreciate you. With that, as I wave the white flag, in fact, I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this stream up, but I might be back a little bit later on with some Arc Raiders or something else. We'll see. I appreciate all you guys hanging out, engaging with me. Darren, Xbox Pro, Golden Threat, of course. Um, DGen, I appreciate you. You're good people, all of you. Much love and respect, and sticking with me and checking out these streams goes a long way. This has been another edition of ranked matches. Not yet. Hopefully in time though, right? But online matches with Pure Pool Pro, and whether it's later or not, we'll definitely see each other again soon. As always, focus on what makes you happy and not what pisses you off. The best advice I can give. We'll see you guys later. And thank you.